The pumps are the cast iron or mild steel. The conveyors can be used for the stainless steel, preferred for the polymers. Yeah. How you are monitoring the quenching oil conditions? Like it is the color and the smell you can change. I mean, you can check it with the color. Whatever the color you have added, if any contamination is there, it will changing its color. So you can make it that this is now getting deteriorated and we need to change it. Similarly, the smell also, when some burnt smell or something will start coming out of that, so you can come to know that this quenchant is not for the use now. Specific gravity, suppose the specific gravity when you have it is 2.1, but once you change it or check it later on, you find it is 1.5, 1.6, you can come to know that this is to be changed now. Then the flash point, suppose you are getting the flash point at 84 degrees Celsius, but after using for this oil, you find it that the flash point has come down to say 70 degrees, then you can discard the things and change the flash oil. The water content, because of the barriers, when you are dipping any component in that one, which may contain some of the moisture or something like that, or the water itself is getting, oil is containing some water which is getting distorted. So if the water content is increased, say 0.1%, 2.5% or something like that, then the oil is to be discarded. Similarly, the sap value, if you change the sap value is previously was 77, if it's come down to 60, then you need to change the oil. The acid value also, suppose when you have taken the oil, the acid value was that time is 1.5, but it has been increased to now 2.5 or 2.8, then the oil is to be discarded. The sludge percent and the precipitation number. The sludge, normally when you use the oil, the fresh oil, it doesn't have any slab, it may be around 0.1% or something like that. But after using continuously for a longer time, you can find the sludge formation has gone to 1% or something like that, then the oil has to be discarded. The cooling curve analysis. Now suppose you know that if you are taking the oil, your cycle has to be for 70 minutes, but after using for a longer time, you find out that now it is not performing well and the cycle has gone down to say about 2 hours or something like that, then you come to know that this oil is to be discarded and this has to be changed. Similarly, for the polymer quenchants also the same thing is there. If the color appearance changes, the pH value goes on changing, the bacteria contamination goes on increasing, viscosity goes on increasing, concentration by the viscosity and refractometer, you can check the viscosity by refractometer. Then water hardness, hardenability of the water will be during the polymer quenchants will go up, chloride content will go up. Then foam test and cast iron corrosion test, if you perform on the polymer quenchant, you will find that this need to be changed. The cooling curve analysis, again it will show you that how it is to be changed. Quenching oil degradation indicates the slag formation. If the oil is not good, not suitable for quenching particular that time, then these are the various things you will find it out, that the slag formation has taken place, the foam will come on top. The contamination of the scales and water shoots up, increase in the acid value, saponification value, depletion of the additives, and decrease in the viscosity or the flash point. So you come to know that now this oil has been degraded and now we have to change the oil for the quenchant media. Similarly, for effect will be, if you are still using that oil which is not having those criteria passing, then the effect will come that the finish will not be good, quenching severity will not be good, then inconsistent result, you will not get the desired result what you are looking for. Then the distortion and cracking start. When cracking start, then you will not be able to clean it properly because the poor cleanability will be there on the surface, then the high drag out will be there. So you will have lot of problem by using the used oil or the oil which is not suitable for the quenching purpose. Now if oil have already degradation, then what should be the degradation? What are the remedies involved in that one? First of all, you have to start settling, you have to wait for some time, let everything get settled. Then you can filter it out. whatever the sludge or whatever the foam or this thing has come, you can filter it out. You can again test it. If it is passing into the criteria, you feel it is okay for use, I mean it can be used for some more time, you can do it, or you can discard it. Then you can refine it again, or you can go on addition of the additive, so you get the result. But after doing this thing, whatever the previous results as of the fresh oils are there, those are to be compared with the used oil. The filtration you can do online or by the centrifugal you can do it. Then how it can be done? You can avoid up to certain extent by periodical cleaning of the heat exchanger, what is being employed in that one. And similarly the periodical cleaning of the tanks also. Controlling the oil temperature, suppose your quenching temperature has to be around say 500 degree. So if you maintain it always more about 500, then there is always possibility that you can use that oil for a longer time, rather than if it is sometimes you use it 560 or 600 something like that, then the calorific value of the oil is always coming down. Similarly for the polymer quenchant, the degradation start like that was for oil. For the polymer, it is the foul smell start coming. pH comes down. The color changes in that one. The increase of the solution hardness is always increased. Increase in electrical conductivity goes on increasing if this polymer quenchant is not of the good quality now. The change in the refractometer factor is always changes in that one. Then increase the tramp oil content always goes on increasing in that one. So these are the various degradation what you can understand if you are using the polymer quenchant in that one. If your polymer quenchant have degraded, then these are the following effects you will find it. That the increase the quench severity, it will be increased. The consistent results you will not be getting out of that. The corrosion of the tank will start, and quench part, whatever the part you are using it may start getting corroded. The polymer get stick on the surface, and the distortion and the cracking start on the surface of that one. The remedies for that one, you have to clean the tank or sensitize it as and when it's required. You go on addition, correction factor for the refractometer you have to go on changing, then maintain higher concentration of the polymer always and change the bath. So these are the various things what if you could do, then you can find that the polymer quenchant can be used for a longer time. Polymer quenchant degradation, how you can do it? That online filtration you can do of the polymer quenchant, the installation of the oil smear you can do it, the periodic changing of the tanks by it can be avoided, control of the water quality if you do it, then the things can be avoided. Agitation when it's not in the use, if polymer is being agitated for a longer time, then it can maintain its originality for a longer time. Then regulate this regular monitoring of the bath if we do it, then we can find it out that the polymer quenchant can be used for a longer time. I think this is only the thing what is there. I don't know whether I have done the justice or not, but whatever the things I can ask, and if I know, definitely I am going to answer.
Sir, in case of water quenching,
Yeah.
what should be the period so that the same water will be used, or we have to change the water?
No, that's what I said in the beginning also. I told you the water, if you are changing frequently, you will get a better
It is
result.
not possible to change every time. Water is costly nowadays.
But see, if water is not degraded,
So that is what how to find it.
that's why I told you in the beginning also. We have told you that the water is, if like because oil and everything, water is the natural, because see when oil this water is natural available.
My question is, suppose I am doing my water quenching.
Yeah.
I have a tank. I have over a tank to cooling system also.
Yeah. Yeah.
But after how many cycles or how many charges we should completely change the water?
See, it all depends. That what are the see, first of all, if you have used, let's say about 8 or 10 cycles, you have already used it. If you find there is some color differences there,
Color difference will be there, surely.
it will be there. So you have to filter it out. If you do the filtration, and after the filtration you find again the color differences there, definitely it has to be discarded.
What filtration we have to do? What type of filtration?
Any filtration.
Mesh?
Like
Putting mesh?
yeah, why must of the say 5 ppm or say 5 this thing or 6 or something like that. So by which whatever the color is there, whatever the contamination is there, that should be good. Color is coming from the contamination. So that way if you can find it out.
But by mesh, I don't think it will be clean.
Or some if you can employ some of the UV filters online or something like that in between your tank and down tank and your circulation tank, in between that one.
Because my quenching system is we got underground tank.
Yeah.
Then the same water is pumped to the
That's what I'm thinking.
tank.
Yeah.
And it is
Then again, it is a
circulated.
circulated. So in between, if you can put some UV filter or something like that, and periodically if you go on cleaning that filter, your problem can be sorted out. It is like that, whatever your drinking water is coming.
Yes, we are using the same water.
Same water. So that's what I'm saying. See, when
so much amount of water.
see how it is. See, we are using in Eureka food. So whatever the water we are putting it is coming through that one. So you get the clean water. So some type of the things if you
Is
can.
there any some type of equipment like Eureka for clean up the water system like that?
There are water cleaners. Various things are available, I suppose, in that one. What we call RO system. If you can apply the RO in that one, reverse osmosis in between, things can be done in that.
When we put the quenching oil in the chai.
See, the temperature is which temperature you are talking about? Oil, see, that's what I am saying. The water can be quenched up to say if water temperature can be only not more than 100 degrees, where the oil can go up to 500, 600. So all depends that what sort of surface, what sort of the hardness is required. For that purpose, you are using the different media of the quenchants. You bring.
Is doing it. Thanks.